Hi there, my name is Caroline Enright and I'm the Marketing Manager in DCU Business School. Over the course of the next 15 minutes in this presentation, I'll start with some background information on DCU Business School. I'll then move into walking through the options available in our fantastic range of postgraduate programs, and I'll finish with some practical information on applying to DCU. So a little bit about DCU Business School and our postgraduate programs. Our courses are very much applied, they're skills driven, they're industry informed, and they're focused on preparing our graduates with the latest and most in-demand knowledge and skills. This, in our experience, is of critical importance to students who are looking at their different options for postgraduate study. You want to know, as somebody who's thinking about making that investment in yourself and that investment in your career, involving a lot of time and energy, you want to know that you are going to leave that program with a really valuable qualification that'll prepare you as well as can be for maybe your first job or your first foot on the career ladder, or for a significant career progression where you're already out in the workforce developing your career. And that is absolutely our mission, which is just to prepare you for a very successful career by equipping you with the latest skills that are in demand from industry. DCU is very well known for our industry connection, and these partnerships and relationships with industry, with different businesses and organization, really set us apart. For example, I've highlighted here our practicum program, which is a program that's available on our full-time master's students who can, instead of completing a thesis, work in a team with a company or an organization to solve a business challenge, which is, fantastic exposure to the real life challenges faced by business. Another program here to highlight would be Next Generation Management, which is very much a student-driven and student-led way of learning and of individuals developing their management capability. And this is another option that's available for many of our full-time master's programs, taking account of the feedback from industry around how students should learn and how students, the types of skills that are in demand for people, particularly at that career point in entering the workforce. So accreditations and ranking, I'll just draw your attention first of all to two types of accreditation, which are AACSB and AMBA. So these are global accreditation bodies over business education, and we are, one of a very small handful of Irish business schools that have, in particular, AACSB accreditation. So that is a major quality mark over not just our education but our research, and certainly something that sets us apart, and also I think helps our graduates going into the workforce, knowing you've graduated from a business school that has achieved those international quality marks. It's a very, very positive thing. It also places us in the top 5% of business schools in the world to have achieved this level of accreditation. At a program level, you can see here the likes of Chartered Accountants Ireland, ACCA and CIMA for accountancy, CIPD and the Psychological Society of Ireland for some of our HR and organisational psychology programs. Moving on to ranking. You can see the QS World University Rankings symbols are on here. So in the latest ranking within the business education fields, within these ranking mechanisms, our Masters in Marketing, Masters in Management and Masters in Finance have all done very well, ranking respectively in top 50 and top 100 in the world, as has our Executive MBA, actually also ranks in this. The last one is the Financial Times annual ranking of Masters in Management, which our own Masters in Management program regularly features in. So DCU is obviously a very young university, just turning 40 this year. But in that very short history, we have graduated a number of very notable alumni that are making, significant impact in their industries, not just in Ireland, but globally. So to name but a few of those, Lorraine Tuhill, who's the Chief Marketing Officer at Google, she's based over in Palo Alto. Bronwyn Brophy, who is the President EMEA at Thermo Fisher Scientific in the pharmaceutical industry. Albert Manifold, CEO of CRH PLC. Seamus Hand, the Managing Partner of KPMG Ireland. And Mark Redmond, CEO of the American Chamber of Commerce in Ireland. Finishing up with Alda McDonough, who's formerly Group CEO and currently board member of Morgan McKinley in Ireland. So lots of very successful alumni have graduated from DCU Business School over the year. So graduate employment, we've got a very good story to tell in this respect. DCU ranks 19th in the whole world for our graduate employment rate, according to the 2020 QS Graduate Employability Rankings. The DCU brand is a very valuable one to be going out into the workforce with. That brand is very, very well known and very much valued among employers. And I think that ranking in the latest QS Graduate Employability Rankings really reflects that. Moving down then into the business school side of things, 95% of DCU Business School postgraduate students are employed or in further study within 6 months of graduation. The screenshot to the right just shows you a small selection of the types of companies that our graduates are employed in. So choosing the course that's right for you, we have a huge range of postgraduate courses that are available. I think many factors will go into you choosing your course. So like, how much time have you got available? What is your career plan? And then a big factor also is what your prior academic background was before deciding to do a business master's. So there's 5 broad categories here that I'll talk through on the next couple of slides to help you to focus your thinking around which option might be best for you. The first option is what we would consider to be a conversion master's. These are typically, but not exclusively, but a lot of people doing these programs don't have a business background, but are looking to develop a business qualification, sometimes in a broad business area, such as our management business program, or sometimes in something far more specific, such as our international accounting and business program, which is an accounting conversion program, or our master's in human resource management, or something specific to an industry such as the Masters in Management, Aviation Leadership. So just to recap, those masters generally people do them without having a business background. But again, as with everything, check out our website, think hard about the type of course that's right for you, and look at our website for the specific entry criteria, and to get a sense of what exactly every program entails so that you're making the right decision. So these are specialist business masters. These programs, again, not everybody doing these programs has a business undergraduate, but for people that are watching this webinar and have a business background, these are the more specialized business options that are available. Again, just to stress, not absolutely everybody going into these has a business background. So check back to our website to see which one is best for you. I've grouped these kind of by broad area. So Masters in E-commerce and Digital Marketing are some great options. Within the accounting and finance fields, we have 2 separate programs for each of those disciplines, finishing up with our Masters in Management Strategy. So for part-time executive programs, we have our Executive MBA to start with. So DCU Business School does not have a full-time MBA program. We have our part-time executive MBA program, absolutely fantastic program with people from all different types of walks of life. It's a 2-year program that is it's available a specific day per week, so it's very much catered to work around the busy schedules of working people. The courses that are featured here on this slide are generally done in that way. So these are our part-time executive programs, and they tend to be scheduled on a specific day each week so that you've got that consistency and know that, there's a specific day that you have to be away from your work in order to attend DCU, whether it's in person or virtually, but to undertake your study. So I think that predictability is very important for anybody who is trying to balance their career and work and personal commitments with study. So the other options available here, again, these are all 2-year programs, would be talent leadership, HR strategy, investment treasury and banking, aviation leadership, and the Masters in Management Operations. The last option then to look at are micro-credentials and graduate diplomas. So DCU Business School has 1 graduate diploma, which is available on the Springboard government-funded program. It's still open until September 30th. So take a look at our website. Actually, I'm doubting myself now. I think that might close a little bit earlier, but do check the website if you're interested in that. in that program just to see exactly when the closing date is for that. And then the next one is the FinTech program. So this is our newest model, which is a micro-credential. This program was developed in partnership with the online learning platform FutureLearn, and it's a 10-week online program and the latest on FinTech technologies and its implications for businesses. So those are two programs that are kind of shorter in duration and aren't at a master's level for people that are looking maybe for quite a specific skill or a specific type of program. So moving towards the end of my presentation now on applications and entry requirements, all students apply to DCU via PAC, apart from that Springboard course that I was talking about where you apply in the initial stage into Springboard. But apart from that, you apply into PAC with a €50 application fee. You can check out our website and all the different programs at that link listed there. And you can also read about the specific entry requirements for each program. Like it can vary quite a bit, but generally, you will need an undergraduate degree, which is usually at a 2-1 standard, and some courses may require you to have professional experience. Check out all of that. There are, different criteria apply to different programs, and you can always get in touch with any of us in the business school, but particularly the program chair or support staff around that program in order to understand whether or not you may be eligible for it. I'm recording this webinar on the 9th of September 2020, and as of now, 3 of our programs are closed because they're full. So that's the Masters in Work and Organizational Psychology, Masters in Emergency Management, and the Masters in Aviation Leadership. All of those are now closed. Everything else remains open. As I said, just double check the Springboard closing date. And also just to note the FinTech program, the micro-credential with FutureLearn, you apply to that program via FutureLearn's platform rather than via PAC. Second last slide just refers to scholarship information. So some of these scholarship schemes are now closed for applications for scholarship funding, but 2 remain open, which I draw your attention to. There's the Alumni Scholarship Scheme, which entitles DCU alumni from any kind of DCU program, not just the business school, to reduced fees for our programs. So for full-time or part-time programs, it's €1,500 reduction, and then for the executive MBA, it's a 10% reduction. So that's available for the to DCU alumni. It's a fantastic thing and a very nice way for us to give back to our alumni community. And then the other one that is still open is the Excel Scholarship Scheme, which is for students that have very high academic achievements. So it's an academic merit-based scholarship. My last little bit then is just further information. So business.masters@dcu.ie is a great email to get us on for just general postgraduate information. There are points of contact listed on each course page for if you've got very specific questions related to an individual program. I've also listed our website, and just to reiterate, applications will close on September 30th for the courses that remain open, with classes beginning on October 5th. So definitely do not delay in getting your application in. We'll be delighted to receive it and look forward to hopefully having you as one of our students in the very near future. Thank you.